And I thought about the team in leadership in Grenada when I was a minister of health. And I thought about the support that I had from the leader of our party, the leader of our cabinet, and the leader of our country, Dr. Mitchell, when we had needs, and how others supported. And I'm asking myself, where is the support for health for Grenada, Carriacou, and Petit Martinique? Brothers and sisters, I am so proud to have been a part of the team that laid the foundation for the upgrade in the diagnostic department of the General Hospital. We never had a CT scan before. NNP brought CT scan into the General Hospital, brothers and sisters. The upgrade of accident and emergency, such a pleasant place to go to, but it is fast becoming unpleasant. Good sitting X-ray, technicians, everybody there. Nowadays, if you go to accident and emergency, they're asking you if you could help the patient to walk. It don't have wheelchairs, brothers and sisters. It don't have wheelchairs in a wonderful facility that was set up by the new National Party. Brothers and sisters, I recall working with a team during the time of COVID. It's not long ago when we faced COVID head on, and we did what we had to do, and we managed COVID so that we could bring back tourism into Grenada, so that we could bring back healthy people to their work, brothers and sisters, and so that persons who had to stay at home could go back out to school, to work, and to make this country vibrant again under the new National Party, brothers and sisters. That is the team I worked with. Brothers and sisters, I worked with that team. And I remember our present political leader. She headed the team that worked assiduously on the National Health Insurance. We call it NHI. Because we recognized that you could not pay every time $150, $200 for a doctor. We realized that not every time you could purchase medication, brothers and sisters. And we knew that the government alone could not shoulder the burden of the cost of health care. But we did an excellent job, I can tell you. And I'm going to talk about the medication in a while. But we knew that we needed the National Health Insurance. And so a lot of work was done on that, brothers and sisters. And when the new government came, they scrapped it. And I heard the Prime Minister of this country say, well, you can't do everything one time. But some of the things they're doing could be put aside so that important things could be done for our country, like the National Health Insurance. So many things we could think about, like the traveling every day, like the monies they spend for rental, for the monies that they pay people, their supporters, their activists, to do work that they cannot deliver on, brothers and sisters. That would go a long way to making a difference, brothers and sisters. So, brothers and sisters, I remember when our present chairman, he was the Minister of Finance then, and we used to purchase medication from an institution in the region called the OECS PPS. And what they used to do was to source cheap drugs. Not all drugs, you know. They used to source good drugs, but cheaply, so that we can have access. You know, when we hear about people who have to skip days because they cannot buy the medication. One gentleman said to me, he is using a drug called Mycardis. And in 2022, that medication costs $60. In 2025, that same medication costs $190, brothers and sisters. More than 3 times what it cost then. If we do not have a national health insurance, and if we do not have a minister for finance who cares about the people, if we do not have a government who cares about the people, if we do not have a prime minister who cares, because all of them sitting in the cabinet make decisions where the money should spend. And if they had paid the OECS PPS, then they would be getting medications, so they don't have to wait when they feel a pain behind the neck to take a tablet, brothers and sisters. That time your pressure gone way out of line already. That didn't used to happen under the New National Party. If people skip, they skip for themselves. But we made sure the medication for the sugar, for the pressure, was there in the government pharmacy so that the people could have access to it, brothers and sisters. Brothers and sisters, that teamwork and that caring that we had allowed us to achieve so much. The Guelph Polyclinic, the NDC received it fully equipped. Now it's empty, brothers and sisters. Up to now, they cannot tell us on the whole Western Corridor, because that was designed to serve the people of St. Patrick, St. Mark, St. John, so they do not have to go all the way to St. George, brothers and sisters. But now, it is just there. And yes, it does serve a little purpose, but it's a far cry from the purpose that it was intended to. So everybody don't have to run to the general hospital. People would have service 24/7, and there would be people who would man that polyclinic for that period of time. It's not happening. Brothers and sisters, you ask about the Sotes Polyclinic medical station. Sometimes the nurses are not there. Sometimes those who sleep there, that is the rest period, and there's nobody to take over from them, brothers and sisters. It is a lot worse than before. These things never happened under the New National Party, brothers and sisters. So we know that healthcare is expensive. And one of the things that the New National Party would do when you restore us into office again is to ensure that we speedily move to continue the work for the National Health Insurance and implement it in the shortest possible time. So every little man in Rose Hill and other places, in St. Patrick, in St. Mark, in all of the parishes, that they can have access to health care and they can have access to medication, brothers and sisters. That is what the New National Party is about. Brothers and sisters, but our present Prime Minister told us in his own words that the government is not prepared to pay for medication for you. So if you're not working, if they fire you from your job, if you get your subjects and you sit down home, brothers and sisters, or if you have a few children to take care of, and with the cost of living, and others spoke about it before me, so I will not go there. If you are having those kinds of difficulties, well, we know that Crapo smoke our pipe, brothers and sisters. He said no free health care anywhere in the world. But as people in America, as people in England, there is free health care in other countries in the world, brothers and sisters. But what he was saying is that there will be no free health care for the people of Grenada, Carriacou, and Petit Martinique, brothers and sisters. You know, the Prime Minister, as the leader of the country, he has a right, he has a prerogative to make his decision. So he made his decision. He's not paying for medication for us. But I want you to ask yourself, is that decision the right decision for the people of Grenada, Carriacou, and Petit Martinique? Although he could make it, but what gives him the right to determine how the monies that belongs to us should be spent, brothers and sisters, when he spends it on frivolous things that are not important to Grenada, and he denies the people who need it of Grenada, Carriacou, and Petit Martinique? So, brothers and sisters, we have to ask, why is the polyclinic that was built in St. John to serve the whole western side and anybody passing through, why is it not functioning as it should, brothers and sisters. Why is it that we're not taking care of people with what we call chronic disease? The diabetes, which some people call sugar, the pressure, the hypertension, and the ever-increasing incidence of cancer, brothers and sisters. People are suffering because our government of the day is choosing to have a joyride while the people suffer. They don't care about us. And so some of you hide because you're afraid of them. But brothers and sisters, the more you hide, the more you keep silent, is the longer you let them stay. But we know the election is coming soon. We know it's coming soon, brothers and sisters. We have to do what we have to do. And just how we disenfranchised us with one stroke of the pen, brothers and sisters, with one stroke of the finger, we will remove him from that seat. They came with some empty promises, and some people believed them. And some people voted for them, and that's their right. But we know that all they have for us is empty promises. And the sooner we get rid of them, the sooner we will save Grenada, Carriacou, and Petit Martinique from her. But brothers and sisters, there is something that I must talk about. And Brother Bola, I will not be long. We must talk about Project Polaris. Because they are trying to tell Grenadians that that is the answer for health care. When you have pain, when you cannot buy your sugar medication, and you cannot buy your pressure medication, when you have cancer and you have to get some medication, what can Project Polaris do for you now, brothers and sisters? And so I want to talk to you in a sober way. Because when they started, they did a lot of PR, and they good on that picture, a lot of videos. And they said they had a team, and they use a big word, a team, a philanthropic team. They are going to be looking for the money for the new hospital. And then a few weeks ago, when they had the Afro-Caribbean conference, Afro-Exim, Caribbean, whatever convention, they made big announcement. They said they're getting how many 100 million for the hospital. But brothers and sisters, you have to listen to what comes after that. And regardless of your political affiliation, regardless to who you like, who look young, who wearing slippers when he should wear shoes, regardless of that, brothers and sisters, you have to think. You have to think and you have to listen. Because two things are very striking. After that conference, whoever the person was, he was giving a summary of the different Caribbean islands that would get money for different projects. I don't know if he missed it. I don't know if he forget. But the Project Polaris is not on that list, the final list that tells you which Caribbean islands, other Caribbean islands with other projects getting, and Project Polaris wasn't there. So I thought it was a mistake. But then I went to the throne speech. I expect to hear now that thing signed for the contract for the nice big hospital that we have to get. Brothers and sisters, I listened attentively. And then I read. And the only thing they promise us, they promise again, and we know how they does not keep their promise. They do not keep their promise. The only thing they promise us is a month's salary from the ministers. And as I said the other day, well, they get enough and they're tired. And all of them set so they could give us 1 month's salary. That can do Project Polaris. And then they say they're coming to you. They're coming to Grenadians at home and Grenadians abroad to get money to build the hospital. So one thing you know, he don't have no money for Project Polaris. And I challenge them. I challenge them to come to us, all of us as citizens of Grenada, and show us where this money is coming from. So they know they have to call election just now because they cannot continue with that kind of way they rule in the country. So they come with that to blind my pretty picture. I tell you, the picture's looking good. But nothing behind the pictures, brothers and sisters. There is no money. So what we're saying, with whatever little is left, to the Prime Minister of this country, Honorable Dickon Mitchell, and the team, because we cannot blame one person for what is happening in health, because we as a team set the example. When I had to go to meetings with the OECS PPS and we owe our money, and I went to the Minister for Finance and the Prime Minister, he made sure I went up with a check so that every one of us could have medication available to us. We cannot blame one person. We cannot blame the minister alone. We have to blame the whole of cabinet, because they should stand up and realize that the people who voted for them are suffering. Brothers and sisters, when we were restored to office, I spoke about the National Health Insurance. We have a hospital that's been upgraded under the new National Party. The first thing we will do is to make sure there is medication in the hospital, that you have reagents for the lab tests, brothers and sisters, and we'll make sure that you have proper treatment for cancer and research for cancer, brothers and sisters. Why is Grenada having the highest incidence of cancer in the whole of the Caribbean? This new National Party will ensure that we do that. Brothers and sisters, we have been there before, as the other said. We have been tried and tested, and we have done it in more difficult times than now. The NNP will do it again, brothers and sisters. So with one swipe of the finger, we will get them out. And you bring a party, and in short time, in short order, the new National Party will restore proper health care to Grenada, Carriacou, and P.T. Martin. Brothers and sisters, I thank you.